Hello everybody, welcome back to another video here on the channel. My name is Wiley and today we are going to be going over how to survive finals week without going absolutely insane, because it can be a little tricky, especially if you're in high school or college. It's just rough. This is mostly for high schoolers because they're still in session, but if you're in college and you're about to take finals, like that really sucks. I'm sorry. Like, good luck, I guess. Like, I've been out for a while, but maybe this video can still help you, so still give it a watch. I'm trying to hit 600 subscribers by the end of June, and it means so much to me whenever any of you either subscribes, leave a likes, leaves a comment, anything like that. It really genuinely makes my day. So thank you guys so much. If you decide to take a moment out of your day to do that, it really means a lot to me. Thank you. Let's get into the video. All right, I'm basing most of this video off of my own experience with finals, so I'm hoping that everything is very relatable to you. But I would say the first thing that really helped me in finals week, both in high school and now in college, is definitely just having a game plan. Knowing that I'm going to study for English on Monday, I'm going to study for math on Tuesday, and I'm going to study for history on Wednesday. And I'll talk a little bit more about switching up what you're studying to later in the video. But for me, having a plan of, okay, this is what I'm studying, this is what I'm not studying, and then this is when I'm going to take the test, it really makes it flow a lot more for me, because I knew when I needed to block off time, I knew when I had time to relax and hang out with friends and family, and then I knew when the test was and that I needed to lock in. Obviously, if you don't know when the test is, you're cooked. It's over for you. So definitely know when your test is. My next tip, which I'm putting at number 2, or I guess number 4, because the last one was number 5. At number 4 on this list, I have using study bursts. I have talked about this so much on the channel, and I'm sorry if you were a repeat viewer watching this video again, but I'm going to talk about the Pomodoro technique. Yes, it is named after a tomato, but it is so helpful. It's basically where you study for 25 minutes and then you take a 5-minute break, study for another 25 minutes, take a 5-minute break. And it's just that kind of repeat process of studying and then taking a break, because it helps your mind retain the information, it helps you calm down in between study sessions. And the main thing is that it helps you retain the information more than if you just tried to cram 75 minutes without taking any breaks at all. That can get really exhausting and it puts a lot of strain on your mind, and you'll actually find that you don't remember as much when you cram studying versus when you just took even a 2 to 5 minute break in between a half an hour period. It does so much. So try that when you're studying. Also, this is a 4.5 tip. Don't just reread your notes. You need to be rewriting them, if anything. If it's an open note test, sure, you can have your notes. That's very helpful. You can print out the slideshows, whatever. But if it's not an open note test, you're really going to want to be rewriting all the notes you took. Or if the professor/teacher gives you, all the slideshows that they use, all the material, just go through every single slideshow and just write down the bullet notes from each one. Yes, it takes a while and it's exhaustive, but you will feel so much better about what you know afterward. All right, coming in at number 3, this is don't sacrifice sleep. I would really hate to see you guys screw up on your test because you didn't get enough sleep, and it is such a big thing. I feel like this is more present for high schoolers, honestly. At least from my college experience, I didn't need to stay up super late every single night to study. I definitely had a couple nights of that during the year, but it wasn't something that came up as much as it did during high school because, I play tennis, which where I live is a spring sport, so I would have practice in the afternoon, maybe a game goes a little late, and then after that I would just have to get home, stay up, and study for what felt like forever until midnight. And yes, midnight's usually an okay time to get to bed, but if you need to wake up 6 o'clock, maybe 6 hours just isn't enough for you. So just try to get as much sleep as you possibly can around final season. It's going to be a little annoying because you're going to feel okay, I'm not being productive, I could be studying right now, but trust me, it is equally or even better for you than studying late at night. It's just going to bed and relaxing. All right, so I'm just going to go back to rotating through your subjects here briefly. You do not want to be studying the same subjects over and over and over again because you'll get burnout, you're going to get tired. And when you have burnout, even if you keep forcing yourself to write down the notes, your brain is going to be nah, screw this. I'm not going to remember this. This is so boring. And then it's just you're going to be cooked. Like I said earlier, you're going to be cooked for the test. You're not going to know anything. So don't study a subject for too long. Maybe you can do it for an hour and a half max during a day, and then you can do 2 days back to back. But seriously, don't put in so much effort into one subject that you start to get burnt out and that you don't want to study anymore. Because even if you don't get burnt out from that one subject, you're not going to have any I almost call it spirit. You're not going to have any motivation left to actually swap subjects and start studying something that's entirely new. So make sure that you space it out and take the time on each subject so you really get to know what you're learning and you feel comfortable learning that. All right, and then my number 1 tip for final season, which I think is super important, is just keep yourself sane. Literally, do anything you can to not go in over your head on anything. I promise you, I made it through high school. I made it through a couple years of college. I am all good. I'm still alive. I've made it through all of my finals. I am happy. Like, you will survive. It is okay. I know that final season can get a little stressful, but it's okay to take some time with your friends during final season to just relax, go outside, play a sport, stay inside, watch a movie, play some video games, go out to dinner or something. Like, just take time to relax, because that is equally as important for you as studying. And I know that seems counterintuitive, and I know that seems not productive at all, but it seriously is just as helpful for you to relax and to get your sleep and to hang out with friends and to just take some time for yourself. It'll help you out in the long run. It makes you feel more relaxed, which means that you can learn more and you can retain more information, which in turn helps you with the test. Everything comes back around. So treat yourself right, treat your body right, and don't screw yourself over for this. It'll be okay. I think that was probably my biggest tip in today's video. If you guys have any questions at all, please let me know down below. I'm literally a free college/high school advising resource for you guys. So I would be happy to answer any questions you have. So please let me know down below if you have any. And yeah, I will see you on the next one. Bye.